Hey, John Durham with the Durham Exec Group and Remax Results. I work with my wife, Becky, who's also a licensed realtor right here in Wisconsin and Minnesota. And together we have about 40 years of combined real estate success. I've got some real important information really to talk to you about as it relates to Pierce County and some of the different communities within Pierce County. Uh, uh, Really to talk about this housing market correction that's just starting to happen and most people don't even know about. It's not a housing market bubble, but a correction. And we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to talk about how Becky and I differentiate ourselves from other realtors because it's important to you, the consumer, is that this video is not one of those videos where realtors are running out doing these videos that are unrelated to real estate about their favorite restaurant or state park or favorite ice cream, whatever it is. This is a video that really gets down deep. The only videos that realtors are really doing in the local regional area that to advise the general public as to what's happening, to be ahead of the curve as to what's going down in real estate in your communities. Okay, and some other ways that we differentiate ourselves is that we have advanced education, both Becky and I, business owners, business executives. I take real estate seriously, and I've gone for advanced training. And I'm a licensed broker in both the state of Wisconsin and the state of Minnesota. It's important for me to be on top of the game. I'm also a certified luxury home marketing specialist. Becky is the corporate management trainer for the largest Remax franchise in the world, with Remax Results, with 12 or 1300 agents. She trains them, all those agents throughout the year, on how to be realtors. We also, Becky and I, have received the top 1% national awards for how we market our clients' homes. Doesn't matter what the price point is, whether it's a $250,000 house or a $3 million house. We put executive level services behind everything we do to help our clients get the very best prices that they can. Okay, that should be important to you. Okay, so let's talk about why this video is important, what kind of information is. We're going through a major inflection point right now. Most people are not even really aware of it, even including many realtors, is that we're going from a record-setting, historic-setting home values and appreciation for the last 18 to 24 months in Pierce County. And we're going to start correcting and heading towards what we call a balanced market. It's not an advantage for sellers, not an advantage for buyers. It's going to be going towards more of a neutral, balanced market. And that probably is not going to happen until 2023. But the rest of this year, we're going to start seeing some flatlining of some key indicators towards that. Okay. So what does that mean? We're going to start seeing this year basically a higher housing inventory supply increasing, and that's been what's been driving these historic high home values and appreciation, is because there's been way more buyers than there have been sellers. Okay, that's going to start changing. We're going to start seeing more inventory because there's fewer buyers. Okay, we're going to talk about really the flatlining of appreciation. We're going to talk about the increased home affordability, and we're going to talk about basically that balanced market in 2023. Why do I know that? Because I invest a lot of my time researching what's happening in Pierce County, communities like River Falls, Prescott, Ellsworth, Maiden Rock, Pepin, Bay City, those kinds of communities, because it's important to us. We want to get that information out to you, the consumer, and the general public, and to our clients, so you're ahead of the curve. So how do I know that? Through extensive research I do monthly. Okay, and the indicators that I'm coming up with is that month to month from last year to this year, we're seeing the number of closed sales in some communities are 15% less than the previous year, up to 60% less. We're starting to see things like a reduced number of showings in some communities from the beginning of the year to now. And this is our busy season. We're starting to see the number of showings per listing starting to drop a little bit. Okay, another key indicator, something's afoot. Okay, we're starting to see for the first time in a long time, the number of sellers that put their home on the market, instead of selling them right away, all of a sudden we're starting to see some of these sellers reducing their price. And in fact, last month, we saw 15% of the home sellers that put their home on the market reduce their price. Okay, so it's the largest jump since 2015. Okay, we're starting to see the number of mortgage applications starting to drop. In fact, it's down 12% from the previous week. It's down 15% from a year ago. Another key indicator. We're starting to see things like new construction permits are starting to tumble and not nearly as many being pulled as from a year ago. We're starting to see from a multiple offer situation, we're starting to see some changes at different price points in different communities, where either there's no multiple offer, or if there's multiple offer, it's not this, crazy, 6 or 20 multiple offers, or even if there's a couple of multiple offers, you may not be seeing that incredible number way above list price like we were seeing not too long ago. But the biggest change is going to be mortgage interest rates. It's having a huge impact on the whole housing market. Just maybe 7 months ago, last fall, it was like 3%, faster than any of the talking heads and the national experts and economists and everything. Interest rates have jumped way faster, higher, to 5.5%, 5.65%, maybe 7 months later. So what does that mean as, for home buyers and for the housing market? What that means is if you had a home buyer last fall at 3%, that with a 30-year mortgage getting a $500,000 mortgage, the difference between then and now is $738 a month higher. And so that means a lot of home buyers have said, well, I can't afford to buy the house that I want. Now throw in the economy with 40-year high inflation, stock market, S&P, Dow dropping and dropping, and people's portfolio is dropping. 2 days ago, the highest drop, ninth highest drop in US history on one day, is that people are starting to talk about recession. Is it going to happen next year, or is it just going to happen later this year? And so now you get more buyers are saying, I'm going to hold off. I don't know what's happening. We better be a little more conservative. So that's affecting supply, demand, and the number of houses that will be available are going to go up, and fewer buyers. Okay, so what does that all mean for sellers and buyers in Pierce County? Okay, let's talk about home sellers. If you're thinking about selling your home in 2022, you better reach out to Becky and I right this minute at 651-231-2191, and let's talk about your goals, your timeframes. You can't wait. You can't wait. Every week that goes by, you're running the risk of losing out on those incredible historic high sale prices that you've been seeing and hearing about. Okay, contact us. We'll talk to you about what we see happening in the short term in your community from a housing market standpoint. We'll also talk about our high-end luxury marketing and our techniques that we help sellers being able to get those very best prices possible in the current housing market conditions. Okay, but don't wait. You're going to miss out. What does that mean for home buyers? Yeah, we still have some bloated, inflated home prices, but that's not the big issue right now. Your concern and your enemy is those mortgage interest rates. Okay, they've already jumped up. The federal government's talking about maybe increasing them 5 more times possibly this year to offset inflation. They want to get inflation in control, and the way they do that is increasing mortgage interest rates. And they definitely want it to keep raising interest rates in order to combat inflation, so that as we get close to midterm elections, that inflation's more under control. Okay, so you need, as a home buyer, to reach out to Becky and I right now at 651-231-2191. Let's talk about how we can get you into your dream home, because we have a lot of success and experience, and we have certain techniques that we can help you in order to get into that dream home now before mortgage interest rates get totally out of control. I'd like to ask a big favor of all of you. If you enjoyed this video, if you could pass our name, our phone number, and our video link to all your friends, coworkers, family, and especially to those you think that might be selling and buying this year. This is important information. They need to know it, and we'd greatly appreciate that. Thanks for watching our video, and make this a great day. Bye-bye.